Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is StoneMountain64, and today we're going to be taking a look at some Titanfall tips and secrets. Just some things that aren't too common that a lot of people might not have figured out yet, especially if you're just brand new to it. If you've been a veteran, playing it a lot, you might know some of these, but I actually asked as well on Facebook and Twitter for you guys to give me some input, and I got some pretty cool things. A lot of it I was already going to talk about, but did get a couple other suggestions, so I'll be sure to quote you there. If you have any other suggestions for future videos, especially when the game fully comes out, be sure to hit me up in the description down below. But this first one is the Spectre hack. As you saw right there, those Spectres type robot, you can actually hold X when you go up next to them and data hack them. Now, if you went through the training in the beta, or I'm sure in the full game as well, you use that data knife to open a door, and this is the only place that I've seen it actually used in game so far. So you can hack, just go up to a Spectre, hold X, hack it, and then it'll actually also hack the other Spectres around it, and they'll follow you around. As you saw, even if you jump on roofs, anything, it'll follow you. The next one is this small indicator that actually shows you how much time you save for what you do. Pretty much anything you do, I'll show you a variety of different situations of me getting kills, assists. Essentially, how this works to get your time reduction to get into your Titan, as well as once you're already in your Titan, you'll see in a second here, it'll decrease the amount of time to get your damage core or your special ability. Now, in the Atlas, it is a damage core. In the Ogre, it's actually an overshield, so depending on which one you're in, but it'll decrease the amount of time. You see, even when I'm rodeoing this one and taking out his health directly, I was still getting time off. You see, it's always in that same location, and it's so subtle. I actually didn't notice this for a long time, but then I did finally. I said, oh wow, that keeps popping up telling me how much time I'm saving. And if you don't notice, it actually works off of how much damage you do. So the Spectres have a little bit more health, so you get a little bit more time for that. You'll notice on Grunts it goes from about 2 to 6. That's exactly based off of how much damage you do. So if the Grunt only has a little bit of health left, or even if you just get one shot on it, it'll immediately reward you with that point. But you'll notice right now I have my damage core enabled. You noticed earlier as well, I already had my Titan unlocked, or ready to go. Once it's ready, you can no longer get that time reduction. So it's strategic to call in your Titan as soon as you get it. It's strategic to use your damage core, not just immediately, the first opportunity when it becomes effective, but that, you don't want to be getting kills and things when it's not going to be going into your time. The next tip is really awesome. I didn't know about this until I was streaming, and you'll see me do it in a second here. Essentially, while you're wall running, excuse me, or you can even just jump up and get onto the wall. You hold the left trigger just like that, like you're going to be aimed down sight, and it'll actually stall you on the wall. This is extremely strategic. You saw right there, you can just stall, and then you get another double jump after that stall. So jump off the wall, get your double jump, get up to a roof strategically, but you can see I just started running up the wall there. Hold the left trigger, it allows you to stall. You can get your next double jump, get onto another wall. Now, after you're stalled on that wall, you can't jump off and then jump back on it to wall run, unfortunately, but you can jump over to the next wall and get another stall in that mannerism as well. Another one is when you go from wall to wall to wall. You saw I went to 3 walls right there. That every time you go to the next wall, you gain additional speed and you gain additional jump, so you can jump farther. Another strategic kind of way, and you can incorporate that stall at the same time, holding that left trigger when you get on the wall. The next one, fortunately, this clip goes right into it. You can just dive right in on the top, and you'll see, I was actually about to stop the clip, but look at this guy, he rodeos me, right? If you push up on the D-pad, that allows you to triple X to eject, and if he's rodeoing you, he auto-ejects as well when you do, and you can fly up and shoot him off. So normally, only when your Titan is doomed are you allowed to triple X and eject out. Otherwise, you have to hold X to just get out normally. However, if you push up on the D-pad, that enables you to push that triple X to get the eject. Do keep in mind, though, when you triple X to eject instead of just holding X to get out, it destroys your Titan. You can use this strategically if you have the nuke on your Titan, or you can even use it to, say, stop the other team from getting the 5 attrition points if you're playing that game mode. When your Titan's very low on health, eject out on your own with that mechanism while you're off in the corner by yourself, saving your team that extra 5 points when you're really low on health and you want to get out of your Titan, put it in Auto Titan. Well, that Auto Titan's going to get creamed pretty easily anyways. You know what I'm saying? And the final small point that I wanted to mention to you guys was locating your Titan. Now you have this indicator on the screen there that actually shows you when your Titan or where your Titan is, right? But sometimes that can be hard to see, and I personally prefer looking at the top left map. So if you noticed, when you set it to guard mode, it puts it, by pushing down on the D-pad, you can adjust between having it in guard mode or following you. When you put it into guard mode, it has a little additional markers on it there, and especially if you have 4 or 5 Titans all bunched up, it can be hard to actually tell which one's yours. The way that I like to do it is by setting it to guard mode so it stops moving. So first of all, you know it's going to be there. And then also on the map, you have these 4 little indicators next to it, kind of around it, showing that it's in guard mode. And that way you kind of know that it's yours. So that wraps up this episode, though. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to drop a like on the video if you did find it enjoyable, even one of the tips. I definitely appreciate it. It helps the video get out there more. And if you want to help it even further, you can share it on a social media site. Also, guys, again, be sure to drop in the comments if you have any other ideas, things that you think people might not really be aware of down the line in the future. If I don't come back to this video, you guys can always tweet it at me. Link is also in the description for that. Again, a lot more great Titanfall gameplay on the way, plus already up. Tons of great videos. I actually just got my next episode of my Battlefield 4 Jet lesson up, which is the recommended video, and I got a lot of other stuff in the works. Thanks for sticking with me, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you guys next time. Be sure to subscribe if you're new. This is StoneMountain64 signing out.